Don't just be another foreigner, be a local Laowai. Welcome back to Local Laowai, the show that gives you everything you need to know for a smooth transition to life in China. I'm Donnie Newman.
And I am Paul. Greetings, fellow Laowai brothers and sisters.
Paul here has been getting into alternative medicine lately, which is all the better because China is home to traditional Chinese medicine, an ancient model of the body and health that runs largely parallel to Western science.
No, Donnie. There is so much to the body that science can never explain. The balance of inner life force, the yin and the yang, why hot pot gives me the runs.
Now, while it's not exactly scientific, many people, like Paul here, swear by its effectiveness. And for the majority of Chinese and people in many other Asian countries, Chinese medicine is the method of choice for treating health problems.
Preach it, brother.
So on today's episode, we're going to take you through 3 common incarnations of Chinese medicine that you may run into or actively seek out as you're living here in China. But first, you're gonna have to get rid of the poncho. So, your body's full of a mysterious life force called qi. Today we're here to talk to Dr. Lee to find out exactly what that means. Dr. Lee, thanks for coming on the show.
My pleasure.
So what exactly is qi and how can it be manipulated to improve health?
So you get qi from lots of different places. What do you eat, drink, how much sleep you get. You even get a certain kind of qi passed down to you from your parents. In order to keep everything running properly, this life force needs to flow through your body. Sometimes though, blockages can occur, which brings on pain and disease. However, qi can be stimulated by sticking needles into the skin.
Goodness. Needles? Doesn't that hurt?
Well, actually, not really. Acupuncturists studied for years to study the body's acupuncture points, known in Chinese as Jingluo. So, what do you think, Paul? Wanna give acupuncture a try?
No. I think my qi's been flowing pretty good lately. Yep. Tip-top shape. What other Chinese medicine have you got?
Yeah, follow me. So, what happens when you combine earth, fire, water, metal, and wood?
You get Captain Planet.
Close, but you need heart for that still. Now I'm talking about a very important theory for Chinese medicine called the 5 phases, or Wu Xing. Now according to this theory, everything in the universe can be broken down into 5 basic elements, or phases.
Huh, that looks quite complicated. You go ahead and explain that. I'm just gonna have a little bit of lunch.
As far as everyday life goes, what you hear about the most is the fire element, particularly how it pertains to food. Eat too much fire element, you can get diarrhea, canker sores, or worse. So to avoid fire element, you want to stay away from spicy foods, sunflower seeds, and fast food.
Oh no, these are all my favorite foods. I don't want a canker sore. What do I do?
Have no fear, Paul. You can always go 把关.
What is that?
Show the pictures.
拔罐 is a very common practice, and it literally sucks the fire element and bad stuff out of the blood by placing suction cups on one's back, like you see here.
Now, sometimes blood can come up out of the skin, but that's okay because you can...
Blood? That looks a bit extreme, yeah?
For many, the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Chinese medicine is a bunch of crazy herbs. And for good reason. The definitive Chinese compendium of medical materials, called the Ben Cao Gang Mu, details over 100,000 herbal recipes. A lot of those herbs, however, are no longer in use. One that's still widely used, however, is called Langan. It's believed to protect the throat and ward off colds. So if you feel cold coming on, you can buy a package like this. It's really cheap.
How do you use it?
They've made it super easy to use. These packages here contain instant Langan powder. All you need to do is mix it in with some hot water, stir, and voila, you have instant Langan. Try it.
Wait a minute, that's it? No blood-sucking suction cups, no needles? Wait, I know, it's bitter, isn't it? I've heard all Chinese medicine's super bitter.
Well, it would be, except for the fact they put sugar in these things to help it all go down. So, go ahead.
Not bad. I knew Chinese medicine was right for me.
And with the last 6 minutes, we're only scratching the surface. So if you'd like to give Chinese medicine a try, like Paul, well, you're in the right place. See you next time. Where'd this poncho come from again?
Tune in to the next episode when we review our coverage of healthcare here in China. Until then, be sure to keep sending in your questions at locallaowai@bon.tv. I'm Donnie Newman. We'll see you next time.